Robins Fan TV, I'm James Barrett-Sterling and we're here in the newly revamped clubhouse. I'm joined by Lee. Lee, I know you're a staunch Robins supporter, but this is your first time down this season, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, obviously, worked down here and coached down here for many years, so I've watched a lot of football, and unfortunately I've missed the good start they've had this season, so I had to come down and at least get a game under my belt.
How have you been keeping up to date?
Yeah, good. I mean, obviously, following Twitter, Robins TV, I get a look at that. But yeah, I mean, obviously I have to do everything online now because I'm not here in person anymore. So, but it's good to come down and watch a game.
What do you think's been the difference between last season and the good start to this season? Do you think?
I think we've always been a good possession team. I think when we have the ball, we've always been good with it. I think since Peter's come on board, the unit, the team have bonded as a unit. You can see they trust each other. In the seasons before, although we had great players, there was always kind of an element that they didn't kind of rely on each other enough. They didn't trust each other enough, and I think it's because they didn't know each other enough. There was a unit, but there wasn't a team. Whereas this season and last season, that team ethic has really come into place. And they feed off each other so well, they trust each other, they know each other, and I think that's been the difference. And as I say, we've always been great in possession, but we're better in possession, we're quicker in possession, we're starting to get a lot more clinical, and I think that is just to do with the way that they've come together as a group. They've bonded as a team, they're all friends, and I think that's been a massive difference.
And obviously, of course, the crux of that is the players that have come through the youth side as well.
Absolutely. I mean, the likes of you've got Ricky, you've got Mikel. There's so many young players. Tommy, that's been here, it seems like he's been here forever. They know the club. They know the style of football. They know the players that are coming through. And as a unit, new players come in and they just kind of just fit in so well.
I'm joined today by Matt. Matt, how pleased were all the fans on Tuesday to see Tommy get that first goal?
I think everyone was ecstatic. Everyone's put their hands together, jumping around. So it was great. He deserved that goal. I mean, he's been a bit quiet this season, but hopefully this is the beginning of his goal-scoring run.
Tim, of the new signings that we've made over the summer, who's caught your eye the most?
I'm actually quite impressed so far with Thomas Jelley, considering because he's had experience. I think it was at Hampton and Richmond.
Yeah.
And some of the footage back from Hampton and Richmond, he was performing well, and here I think he's moulded well into the team, and hopefully he can progress further and become I think probably Bobby Price needs to put his socks up and maybe move into a midfield role and progress him there. But I think Thomas Jelley's perfect for right back at the moment.
And I think today we're going to nick it. I feel today we're going to nick it. I think we'll be the better team. They'll probably be the more physical team, but I think we'll be technically better and I think we'll be quicker. And I think that's what will be the difference today.
There you go. So if the Robins could show a bit of steel, as Lee says, then maybe that could be another 3 points in the bag. I'm James Barrett-Sterling and this is Robins TV.
And the opening goal for Ramsgate, scored by number 9, Rory Smith. And the goal came in the 30th minute. And the second goal for Ramsgate, again scored by number 9, Rory Smith. And the goal came in the 33rd minute. Opening goal for Owens, scored by number 9, Raheem And the third goal for Ramsgate, scored his hat-trick, number 9, Rory Smith. Substitution for Carshalton, coming off number 9, Raheem Sterling Parker, and he's been replaced by number 12, Ricky Korboa. And the second goal for Ireland, scored by number 11, Michael Miller. And the third and equalising goal for the Lions, scored by number 6, Cheadle. And the fourth goal for the Lions, scored by number 11, Michael Miller. An equalising goal for Ramsgate, scored by number 4, Joseph Kane. And final score at Carshalton Avenue this afternoon, Carshalton Athletic 4, Ramsgate 4. Attendance is 363. Thanks very much for your support.
I'm here with Christian again. Christian, I don't know about you, but I feel like I need to go for a lie down after that. Carshalton 4, Ramsgate 4. It's like Christmas come early, goals at either end. What's going on?
I don't know. Feels more like a loss to me. Feels more like a loss. 3-1 down, to bring it back to 4-3, we were ecstatic. Everything was going right. And then just to start, drop your guard, let it all go wrong. Again, it just feels like Phoenix Sports again. Because we were 2-1 up, right in the last minute, we kind of let something in again. It's soul destroying. No, not happy.
When they scored their fourth,
Yeah.
I just thought to myself, end it now. There was about 5 minutes to go with plus stoppage. I was like, just end it now, because you just don't know, do you? We could have nicked it, but then we could have let another one in as well. That's just how it feels at the moment, isn't it?
Yep, it was sort of both ends. I thought Ricky Korboa was denied a stonewall penalty, I've got to be honest. But the ref kind of waved it away. Yep, at 4-4. I still thought we were in the game. I thought there was an inspired move to bring on Ricky Korboa because he was really sort of driving the team forward. The way Sterling Parker did against Chipstead earlier on in the week. But yeah, we're still unbeaten, but it does feel more like a loss because to come all the way back from 3-1 back to 4-3. Anger.
I can see you're upset. Yeah. I mean, do you think it's a mental thing? Because at 4-3, maybe we should have shut up shop and just said, okay, let's keep it tight, display a little bit of steel, and just maybe go a bit longer than normal playing the passing game.
Definitely. I think there is a mental issue there. Leaking goals, counter attacks. We're not great on the set pieces still, and you still worry every time the other team sort of come forward. I mean, it's kudos. It was kudos to the new goalkeeper today. He came in and he had a difficult task, but I think he did all right, to be honest. But I still think, we could have done better. We could have defended. We switched off at the back a couple of times. There wasn't a lot of calling going on, and players were being dispossessed, like on the edge of the 18 and things like that. I think we could have done a lot better in that respect. So. Like I say, we're still unbeaten. I still want to sort of keep positive because it's not the end of the world. But, we don't want to lose ground on Whiteleaf and Lewis. But I don't know what their results are today. I don't know if you know, James, at all or anything like that. But
no, I saw at half-time, but I don't know what the full times are.
No.
But another positive was to see Ricky Korboa back on the pitch, and he was involved in the last 2 goals that we got as well.
Definitely. It's nice to have an alternative for Sterling Parker if he's struggling at all, or just an alternative because he runs his heart out. So towards the end of the game, it's good, to be able to bring him on, or just have him there as a start and have at least these 2 strikers who provide good options for the team and a lot going forward. So it's great.
Next for the first team, it's Hastings United away on Tuesday night, 7:45. Christian, just a quick word on that. It's going to be a tough one, isn't it?
It's definitely going to be a tough one, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there for that one. I would love to be there I'd love to cheer the team on all their away games and home games, but I think it's going to be a tough one. But like I say generally in the last interview, and I'll say in this one again, 363 people. This club's getting more and more people in, so it's a really, really good thing. So let's keep it going with Robin's TV and everything, all we can to bring more people to the club.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, as I say, Hastings away on Tuesday night, 7:45. Christian won't be there, but we'll be there as usual. Try. Just one final word, Christian, on your T-shirt. It's a very fetching Empire Strikes Back T-shirt that he's got on there. Are you looking forward to The Last Jedi coming out in December?
Absolutely. I can't wait. I want to try and get my tickets as quickly as possible. Can't wait at all. Can it fill the boots of this particular film? I'm struggling to see any Star Wars film fill the boots of this particular film at the moment. This is one of the best. It's because it hasn't got a happy ending. A bit like coming here today.
Lloyd, overriding emotions, disappointment, or happy that you've come away from a team that are unbeaten with a point?
Bit of both, really. To be in a position where you're 3-1 up with sort of 25 minutes to go. I think there was. You can't help but feel disappointed at the end of the game, but then to be bringing ourselves back to 4-4 against a side as quality as Peter's got here, it was in the end probably a point we'd have taken before the game, so we can't be too disappointed. But upon reflection, there's both emotions that you're feeling, really.
I spoke to both sets of fans before the game, and they both alluded that great going forward, creating a lot of chances, but not keeping them out at the back. Did you come here with a specific game plan today?
Yeah, we did have a game plan. I think we're well aware that their ball retention is fantastic, and at times, they try and pull you out in places that you don't want to be. They're very good between the lines, and I think you just have to be in a situation where at times you have to concede possession and be clinical and ruthless when you get into the attacking third. So we're well aware. We did have a good game plan. I thought we stuck to it very well. And then all of a sudden, with the young side that we got, maybe just panicked a little bit in the last 20 minutes and didn't quite push up press as high as we had done, and allowed Carshalton to get the sort of on the front foot. And once that happened, they're an extremely dangerous team. So, but generally overall, like I said, on reflection, a 4-4, take a point, should I say, not necessarily 4-4, but a point. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Talk to me about Rory Smith. What's his background? Hat-trick hero today?
He got 4. He got all of them.
Are you giving him the first one as well?
Yeah, the first one he said he got a glance on it, and then he got the one at the end, so he got all 4. So I don't know how it's been reported or not, but I thought he got a glance in it, the first one, and he did.
Ricky, we'll talk about you coming back into the action first and foremost, but what was the overriding feeling? Was that a point earned, or did we drop 2 points?
I think it's 2 points dropped, because as we know already, we've been given like sloppy goals away like games before, and I think that's one thing we need to learn, like stop giving sloppy goals away. And once we do that, I think obviously that's when we start moving forward.
To be 3-1 down though, and then to bring it back into a position where we were 4-3 up for a short while, does that show like the mental toughness that's in the squad at the moment?
Of course, like it's what we say at half time, and obviously before the match, like never give up, don't stop running until like the last whistle, and that's what we've done today. Unfortunately, we've given a goal away at the end, which obviously we should learn from that in past games, but obviously we take it on to Hastings and hopefully get 3 points there.
Did Peter say anything specific in the dressing room after full time?
It's the same, really. Like obviously we didn't have a good half, but Pete just says, obviously get out there and get back on it and start doing what we do, play football, move the ball around quicker, and then obviously that worked, and then we got the 3 goals that we needed to make it 4-3. But like I said, we conceded late, which we shouldn't have.
Yeah. Big smile on my face when I saw our Korboa on the team sheet earlier, but an even bigger one on yours. How does it feel to be back in the action?
Of course, I've missed it the last obviously 2 months. I think it's been. It's just good to be back in the team with the boys, and obviously try to play my part in helping the team get promotion this season.
So will you be travelling to Hastings on Tuesday? What kind of test can we expect there?
It's going to be obviously a dogged fight, because obviously Hastings on like Tuesday night, no one wants to go there, but we've got to go there and hopefully get the 3 points, like I said.
2 points dropped. I mean, the home games are games where we're expecting to pick up maximum points, and no disrespect to Ramsgate, that's a game today we should have won. I mean, we scored 4 goals. If you score 4 goals at home, in any game, home, away, you should be picking up 3 points. So it's quite obvious that when you concede 4 goals, that's what's actually more disappointing. The goals we conceded, the manner in which we conceded them in, very, very disappointing.
It was nice to see Ricky Korboa come back off the bench, but I think there was a few raised eyebrows to see Raheem being replaced. Can you just talk us through why that happened?
Josh was actually looking a little tired, and it was actually supposed to be Josh coming off for Ricky, but just as I was about to make the substitution, Raheem's asked to be brought off, of course carrying a knock, so that's the reason why he came off and Ricky came on in his place.
Okay. You played centre back yourself today as well. We had a bit of not a patched up defence, but obviously you don't play there. How are you feeling first of all?
A little tired. Yeah, obviously involves a little bit more running than when I play centre midfield. I can pick and choose when to go forward or when to sit. But playing centre back, you have to react to what the forwards are doing. But I feel fine. I mean, everyone has to do their part this season. I've asked certain players to play in certain position, which is not normally their position, and that's no different to myself. When called upon, every player is going to have to do what they're required to do to try and pick up the points that we need.
And just finally, Hastings on Tuesday night. We've already played them once and drew 1-1 here. What sort of game are you expecting over at Pilot Field?
Clearly, as you've seen over the last 7-8 days, there is no easy game in this league. Phoenix, Chipstead and Ramsgate. on paper, those are the teams that we would be expected to beat, and they've given us tough games. No one's going to turn up on any evening and give you 3 points. You have to earn it. So we're obviously going to be going down there. The one thing that I could say for us right now is we're showing a lot of character. There's been a number of games this season already where we've been a goal, 2 goals down, and the boys are digging deep and pulling out results, and we remain unbeaten. So from that aspect, that's a positive. We're showing that character, something that possibly we didn't have last season. When we'd have gone a goal or 2 down, we would have struggled to actually get back into the game. This season there is a fighting spirit, but it would be nice to be 3 or 4-0 up and not having to battle all the way through to the 90th minute. So Tuesday we're going to go again, and we're going to give everything we've got once again.
That 1-0 win at Ashford United seems like a long time ago, doesn't it?
It does. That's our only clean sheet of the season, and we all know in the dressing room that's definitely an area of the pitch that we need to address and nullify and correct, and that's something that all the players and the management team are actively working on rectifying. I've got 100% trust in this squad. It is a strong squad, and whilst we're not playing well, we're still up there and picking up the points. So that could bode well for the rest of the season. We're going to come really good, and when we do, it's going to be something to behold. So, to all the players and to all the fans, we just got to keep going and unbeaten. 8 games unbeaten. If you told me 5 wins and 3 draws at the start of the season, I would have taken that. Obviously, off the back of the games and the way the games have gone, it's been quite disappointing. I won't lie. Yeah. But we'll remain positive and we'll keep pushing.